What's up, everybody? Josh here, along with my co-host Andy.
Hey everybody, how are you?
We've got the first of our top 8 matches for the Season 1 of the qualifier tournaments.
Yeah, this is really exciting, Josh. I'm looking forward to see how this is all going to unshake. We've got ourselves a good match here in FishyFellow on Show and Alberterodalv on 3-color Delver. What do you think about this match coming in, Josh?
Well, I think Delver has a lot of control cards, as we see an early Oath here that doesn't get countered.
Interesting.
FishyFellow's got more raw power, but...
Yeah, interesting match. I'm not sure who I would favor on this one. I think your outlook there is pretty bang on, but I would definitely give FishyFellow an edge so far on this, having resolved that Oath.
Yeah, this looks pretty tough right now.
Because I don't even know if Alberterodalv has any main deck hate for an Oath. Does he have Nature's Claims? Do you know, Josh?
I don't know. I don't have his deck list here.
He must. He must have Nature's Claims.
He's at least got sideboard options.
No, he can't. Actually, you know, the only thing he can do, which is not insignificant, is a Trigon Predator. He has 2 of the main deck, and he has no other hate for an enchantment.
It's too late now for a Trigon.
Yeah, exactly.
FishyFellow drops the Forbidden Orchard. And that could spell doom, I think, pretty quickly here.
Yeah, all I foresee FishyFellow being able to do here is try and buy himself some time by lightning bolting tokens, which is not an efficient use of your resources.
No. And with no creature presence as of yet, I don't think he can get enough damage in before he runs out of lightning bolts.
Yeah, I agree. Now, do you know what place these guys landed in the top 8, Josh? Are we looking at like a 3rd, 6th seed here?
Yeah, it's not the top 2 guys. I think they were both at...
I think it's 3, 6.
Yeah, I think they're both at 13 points in the standings. Then you got Crisp 1 and Planet Walls were the top 2 seeds.
Let's take a peek
It looks
here.
like we're going to call it on this one. Alberterodalv has seen enough.
Yeah, the writing was on the wall there.
Although we're going to maybe keep playing. We got the good games, but we'll see what Oath flips, I guess.
Yeah, so FishyFellow actually finished first overall in the Swiss.
Oh, really?
So this is the first 8th seed. Yeah. Good for him.
Did he have to... How many points did he have?
He had 15 points.
Oh, that's why. He was one of the people that had to play out his match, I guess, to get in. And so he jumped ahead of Chris 1 and Planet Walls.
Yeah. Well, if I was in that position, I would have split too. I don't think in the top 8 it really matters what seed you're getting.
They've gotten in on the qualifier.
Yeah, congratulations to the top 8, by the way. That's very exciting.
So there's an Emrakul.
And I don't know about you, Josh, but I would say that definitively is good game now. Yeah, there it is.
Alright, here we are on to game 2. FishyFellow probably hoping something similar happens here.
Yeah, well, Alberterodalv has to be very careful about what he does here, because dropping down that turn 1 Delver can be very problematic if you can't stop an Oath.
Yeah, and we did see a turn 1 Oath last time, so...
Definitely, and you don't need Forbidden Orchard tokens when your opponent has a creature, so...
Turn 1 Oath is not even the most dangerous thing FishyFellow can do. He could channel into an Emrakul turn 1.
Yeah, the likelihood of that is not very good, but...
That is a scary thing to know your opponent can do, though.
Absolutely. I have fallen prey to the Channel Emrakul before, believe you me. Not a turn 1-1. So Alberterodalv is brainstorming here at the end of FishyFellow's turn. And he's on the hunt for some heat.
Get the pressure going while he can.
Yeah. And Mr. Tordalv is thinking long and hard about what he would like to do with this brainstorm.
Maybe has a fetch land, deciding what he's going to shuffle away on his turn.
I don't know about you, Josh, but the suspense here is just killing me. So we get a Scalding Tarn down. What a disappointment for me.
You didn't know what might happen there.
So, FishyFellow is popping a token out of the table and cracking a Vampire Tutor. I would suspect he's going for an Oath. What do you think, Josh?
Yeah, he's got a lot of options. Oath is probably the most likely at this point. With one land out there. And the land it is. Forbidden Orchard.
Yeah, he's got to be playing an Oath. It's just the best play. I beg your pardon.
Gives him another token and plays the Oath.
So I expect to see a counter war here. Alberterodalv having that open land is quite significant in this battle here, I would think.
Yeah.
Could see a Force of Will battle and then a Spell Pierce from Tordalv. Oh, okay. Maybe he's going to Nature's Claim.
Yeah, must have a Nature's Claim.
Oh, okay.
Didn't use it there.
And the token beat down. And FishyFellow's running a good game variant, not?
Does he have any?
Does he have Dragon's Press?
I don't know. I mean, he's got...
I believe he does.
That's kind of the hybrid that everyone's running right now.
Mm-hmm.
It's sort of a mixture between show and tell versions and good game variants.
So there's the big play there. We see Nature's Claim into that Oath, and FishyFellow was unable to respond.
Preordain is not a card we see a lot of.
No, absolutely not. I'm not sure that that's any better than Ponder, which we don't see a lot of Ponder either in Classic. Obviously, they're both inferior to Brainstorm by a landslide.
Yeah, we got the quad Brainstorms still, so...
So, FishyFellow cracks his Misty Rainforest and he fetches out a tropical island, and is he going to play something?
Could have a show and tell to follow up his Oath.
Mm-hmm. See, Alberterodalv just has a mitt full of cards here, too.
No play.
Having played Oath quite a bit in my time, I can tell you that there's no worse way of dying than getting beat down by your own tokens.
It does happen.
It sure does. So, here's a pretty big card in Mystical Tutor. And he has gone to fetch a Channel. Could we be seeing the Channel Bam here?
He's going for it. He's going to have to give up another token to do it.
Yeah. Once again here, I'm very suspect that he's going to be able to resolve anything. I know Alberterodalv has a couple Flusterstorms in his sideboard as well, which is very good on the counter war.
Yeah.
So Spell Pierce on Spell Pierce. So we're seeing the upper hand for FishyFellow here at the moment. Mental Misstep possibly from Alberterodalv.
Looks like it was resolved. Does the channel resolve? Ooh, there's...
Oh, Flusterstorm.
There's the very one.
And you will not beat a Flusterstorm in any capacity in that situation. Unless you're packing a Stifle. Which, of course, doesn't help either because he has no mana.
No. That would be a tough play at this point.
Yeah. So, FishyFellow is actually down to 3 cards right now. And he's facing a pretty good-sized army here. He's losing 3 a turn. And Alberto's certainly got card advantage.
And eventually, I would assume Albertero is going to play out some creatures to try and put him away more quickly here.
Oh, yeah. Well, Alberto has himself a pretty nice suite of creatures, actually. He's got Trigons, he's got Snapcasters, he's got Tarmogoyfs, Delvers.
Snapcaster, Flusterstorm.
Pretty nifty.
It's pretty tough.
It's pretty nifty, Alberto. Fishy keeps bringing the heat, but he's getting countered. I think at this stage I'm starting to feel quite confident that Alberto's taking over the game.
Yeah.
I don't think Fishy's going to be able to fight through this much longer.
He's definitely in big trouble at this point.
Beg your pardon. Now, how many Delver builds made it into top 8?
Let's see.
1? Calavera's on Merfolk. School's on Green White Hate. We've got Planet Walls on his hybrid Stacks Birthing Pod deck.
Crisp One is on Dredge. Cat Weasel's on Oath. Yeah.
I think it might be the only Delver list, which is kind of surprising.
I think X Scorpio is on Oath as well. I think there's 3 Oath lists.
Mm-hmm.
So we're at the point now where Oath is no longer useful.
So there's the Tarmogoyf. That pretty much seals it. Oh, did he get a Force of Will here?
If he's got a creature, I don't think it matters. I think he's pretty close to killing him either way.
Yeah, no, I don't think Fishy can even win with the Resolved Emrakul here. He's going to hit him for 5 damage on the swing back. He'll lose his Tarmogoyf.
Yep.
Fishy will attack. He'll sack his 4 lands and 2 of his tokens, and that's enough to do it. Oh, there you go.
It's over now,
that's over.
I think.
Yeah, it is for sure. There's not much you can do, unfortunately.
All right, on to game 3.
So Alberto pulled that one out. That was actually a pretty good match.
Yeah, that was...
First game, excuse me.
FishyFellow just kept trying. He finally got an Emrakul down. It was just a little too late.
So game 3, Fishy will be on the play.
That could be big for a turn 1 play here.
Yeah. You know what the theory is, Josh. You're damned if you do and you're damned if you don't. Do you go all in on that at turn 1 oath?
Oh yeah, you go for it.
I had my share of victories doing that, and I've also had my share of flopping on my face doing that. So Alberterodalv mulligan to 6 cards.
Trying to find a couple more Flusterstorms, maybe.
Flusterstorm is such a good card in the blue against blue matchup. The only problem is you're playing the Ground Menace or something. Affinity, Flusterstorm's terrible. And he's gone for a channel again off his Mystical Tier. Well, we see Resolved Channel.
I would guess no.
No, Alberto did have to mulligan, so sometimes that leads to holding suspect hands. Fishy's thinking long and hard about it here. And we have a channel on the stack.
So, there's a Flusterstorm.
No stopping that.
Unless you have 2 missteps.
That's true. You no. Problem is, if you had 2 missteps, he died because he can't actually pass the channel Emrakul.
True. But he could have the moral victory of stopping the Flusterstorm.
Well, Josh, that's only a play that you would make.
I would make that play.
Oh, I think you might. I think you would think long and hard about it. So as you can see, viewers, that everybody's taking their time on every single play here. Lots on the line.
And so far, there's only 1 token to beat down, so FishyFellow has a little bit of time.
Yeah, it's going to be a long game at this stage. So we have a turbo. It's a 3-4.
Well, that makes it quicker.
For sure. I haven't been seeing a lot of turbo range lately.
He's still big and mean, but he's still dumb.
Oh, absolutely. Always been a fan of the turbo push. So once again, we're seeing a pro game of Albert.
Well, we got a gush.
So I figure.
Ooh.
Oh, cage.
That shuts down one option.
Absolutely. I figure if Albert gets 2 more rounds of hitting, this is over.
Yep, it's approaching critical time for FishyFellow here.
Loading his pedal, not the card you're looking.
Getting all his mana set up to fight through one last Flusterstorm.
Yeah, it does help against the Flusterstorm match. I believe he only has 2 of them in his deck, which are coming out of the board. But that cage is quite a big play here.
All right. Ooh. Even the Brainstorm gets countered.
Yeah, he's not leaving anything to chance here. So this pretty much puts him in a really bad spot.
Needs a show and tell this turn, and
yeah,
he also needs Albertero to not have a creature in hand too that's any good.
Yeah. Yeah, Alberto's just sitting back on his mana. He's counter magic here in the event he does try to get the show and tell going, and so that's it. There's nothing else he can do now. And Alberto also has 4 lightning bolts. I'm not sure whether he sided them out or not.
Yeah, I think that'll do it.
I have to agree with you, Josh. Not looking good.
Unless we see a Bonfire of the Damned off the top.
There's the good game.
Alright, looks like Alberto's moving on to the top 4.
Good games, guys, and best of luck next round, Alberto.
Well done
Thanks
to
for
both of you.
watching.